Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing an interesting reading and I don't know what's going to come through, so we're going to see together. But I know what we're doing is we're using my cards and we're using a book, and the book is by Susan Jeffers, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. So we're going to see what's going to come through the book, and we're going to adjust the reading accordingly to your situation or to which pile you've chosen. I would like to take a minute to thank everyone who has supported me throughout this journey, who has been generous to donate to my channel, and who does believe in this journey of mine, and especially those who have booked private readings with me and do give me feedback. I always appreciate it, and it's amazing to see the growth and the journey and what messages impacted you how. So I would really like to take time to thank you all for this, and especially also those people who take time to like my videos and to comment, to give me feedback, how that resonated and what you're going through. So it helps me to connect with you all, guys. Okay, so thank you once again. We're going to be choosing from, let me see, I feel like I would like to use okay, give me a second. I'm going to put out the decks for you. That's Triple Goddess Tarot, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna be using only that deck for you guys, okay? I might switch and use completely different decks. That's the Angel, and that's the Texture Tarot, and one more, we have the Steampunk deck over here. So take a moment, see which maybe texture, what resonates with you, maybe colors, and I'm going to see you in timestamps. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen the Triple Goddess Tarot, this deck over here, we're going to start shuffling the cards and we're going to see what message is where for you in the book, okay? So give me a second here. What do we have for you, please? What does file number 1 need to hear or to concentrate on? What is the message? What is the message, please? That one. There is a message for you in table of contents, okay? So let's see, and it's going to be even numbers, 2, 4, or 8. Okay, so we got what we're gonna do. I feel like I'm looking at the 4. Whether you want it or not, it's yours. And this is vibing with me very much. And also number 8, how whole is your whole life? I feel like I want to go into number 4, chapter number 4, and we're going to ask Tarot what it is that we need to read about exactly from that chapter. Okay, so let's do this. I need something heavy on that side here to keep the I can't. Okay, let me do that for now. So Tarot, this chapter is starting from 51, page 51. So we're gonna see which page we want to read from there. We have 0. So what that's telling me, that there is something in the first page already. So let me just take a look here and let's see what stands out for us. It says, but I am convinced that most of us do not really understand what that means. And I really want to get into this a little bit. The most of us independent people, it has meant that we should get a job, earn enough money to support ourselves, and not depend on anyone else for our survival. That may or may not be part of it. I know that I know many dependent people who understand the secret of taking responsibility for their experience of life, but it certainly doesn't hit the heart of the issue, which is much bigger yet more invincible than that. Let's look at a few examples. So for me, what this is saying, what I'm really getting here, that it's okay for you guys to be both sometimes, to be that independent person, but also whenever you need to depend on someone, you have to be fine with that too. And it doesn't matter that, it doesn't mean that you are less off. It means that you have this very good balance between the two. So you can be someone who's taking care of the whole family or yourself throughout your life without needing anyone's support. But also, whenever you feel like you need that help, it doesn't mean that you've done something wrong or that you screwed up or that you are not enough. It's just that time for you, probably right now, where you might need to depend on someone or some kind of situation to get you through, okay? So now let's tune into tarot and let's see what we're gonna be talking about here. Okay, so tarot, please, what is it that pile number 1 needs to concentrate on right now? Creativity is coming through here. Maybe some of you have decided to leave something on a side and concentrate on what gives you that creativity and how you can express yourself. Because you, pile number 1, are really creative people. And maybe there was a situation where you had to leave something that was a little bit more stable or was seen as more stable in other people's eyes, maybe even in your own. And right now you're like, but I really want to do that other thing, you know, and I really want to spend time doing that. And it's okay, spend time doing that, because what Fool is telling me from the get-go is that you're chasing your light, a bit like in this card over here. You are chasing your light right now, so chase it without feeling bad about it or without putting yourself down and questioning if that's the right decision you made or not. What else is it that you have to concentrate on? Okay, the Hangman. Give yourself a break, this is saying. Give yourself a break to spend more time doing creative stuff. And however that creativity is coming through to you in your life. And I'm paying attention to mushrooms here, so look up the spiritual meaning of a mushroom, because that's somehow important for you guys here. And what I'm getting intuitively from the mushrooms do grow quite quickly, and comparing to everything else in the forest, right? Now, what this is telling me, that it seems like if you've planted that seed through creativity, you might not expect the fruit of labor to come so quickly in your life, but there's gonna be that period, that a bit of stagnant period, where you will be deciding what it is that you want to do. And once you do plant that seed, and once you do start doing something that your heart desires, is when you will start growing those mushrooms. Okay, let's see, what is it that you have to concentrate on right now? Look, what your heart desires, what did I say? So wash away all of your fears, wash away something that has been in that cup for a while now. So you know those little dusts and let's say lime scale and everything I'm seeing at the bottom of this cup. Now, for you to start something exciting, if you want to clear the water in that glass, what you have to do, the stream has to be really intense in order to wash out everything that's on the bottom of this cup. So what that means, the heavier the stream, the clearer the water. So that stream might be something in your life that represents that stream. So it might be you really pushing for it, or some situation has really pushed you towards that direction. And you're like, whoa, I don't know if I'm ready for it just yet. But your spirit guides and your higher self is saying, you're ready. We need to wash out what's been left from the past there. What is it that you should let go of, pile number 1? What is it that you should let go of? let go of questioning yourself too much, because this card is a bit different from Queen of Cups, usually how I see it in regular deck. Let go of questioning yourself too much and really make that step. Because the more you question things, it seems like the more you put yourself in that stagnant energy and you can't make that step forward here. Now, some of you might be asking tarot too many questions and maybe you are confused. You're like, damn it, give me the answer. And why tarot is not saying everything as straightforwardly to you sometimes, because tarot is waiting for you to make that step yourself, and after you do that, you kind of escalate everything happening for you naturally. Okay, so it's not always about being shown the way, but it's about stepping into that way first, and then you're gonna be shown that way. So let's see how would your life be once you have taken that step, whatever step that is needed over here for you in your situation. How would your life be, please? You have order in your life, Emperor. You're tuning into your kick-ass energy that takes no bullshit, this person knows what they're doing. They're very stubborn, but from that good side here. This person knows their value, and they probably have someone else. Would it be a spirit? Would it be a spirit guide or your spirit animal here who's watching after you? But you have very, very strong spirit next to you that's like, if you're gonna F with this person, I'm gonna bite you, so watch out for it. So that energy of you being taken care of by unseen forces is really strong here. Your life would become a bit more practical, a bit more planned out, a bit more, everything is in places, okay? I see you putting things in places, even in your household here. Let me see what else. Look how much passion we have with these cards. Look at the colors of these cards. Again, there's a lot of orange and red. This is saying you are storming off somewhere. Let's see why you're storming off. So once you put that order in your life, you fixed everything that had to be fixed. You have this massive boost of confidence. That's when you're moving forward. Where are you moving forward, please? What is this regarding to? Look, some of you are stepping into a union with someone. So maybe someone really needed to wash away the past hurt or the past issues or whatever that's coming, maybe even from your childhood here, in order for you to step into your self-confidence and really appreciate yourself, who you truly are, without hiding anything, without hesitation. You shouldn't hesitate, pile number one, because you're stepping into this beautiful union with someone else here. Let me take a look at this person. Who are they? Who is this person, please? This is someone who could, whom you could meet in workplace, but not necessarily. This is someone who is very good at collaborating and working together. So there is that creative energy again, where you would be working on something together, relationship, some kind of project. Maybe you would be actually working in the same workplace. Two Fools. This is also someone, look, who has taken that step. In this deck, by the way, there are two Fools, and I never ever got them at the same time. Two seemingly a bit different people, but very similar. And you and this other person, how you're gonna meet? By taking some kind of a step forward. Now, it's up to you. You know, Fool is all about risks and not thinking things through, not having a clear plan, but taking that first step. Now, you know how much you can risk in your life and how much you shouldn't be risking in your life. But what this is saying, do not sit and do not overthink it, but rather act, because this person will have done the same. And that is how you're both meeting in this lifetime here. This is great. This is great. They've been waiting for you to take that step, and you've been waiting for them to take that step, it seems like. Wow. Wow. What is it regarding to, please, for that other person? Work. So for them, they're gonna be taking some kind of risk when it comes to their workplace. They probably is also someone who tends to overanalyze situations and really look a bit deeper and dig deeper, read a lot before they make that step, analyze, research, but they will have done that regardless. And look, we have this union that is kind of heaven sent here. So I hope this made sense, pile number one. Thank you very much for all of those who are liking my videos, sharing them, or donating to my channel. It means a lot. And I'm gonna see you next time. Bye for now. Hello, pile number two, whoever has chosen the Angel Tarot deck. Now, let's take a look at what it is that you need to hear from the book first. And we're using Susan Jeffers' Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway book. So first off, let's ask cards, which is the chapter, page, or whatever they want to tell us. We need a message from the book first in order to move forward with this reading. Okay, page 44. Okay, there's something you need to hear in page 44. Let's take a look at what it is for you guys. Page 44. Okay, let's see. What I'm being drawn to is that paragraph here. It says it's terrible, is bandied around the most inappropriate circumstances. For example, I lost my wallet. Isn't that terrible? What's so terrible about losing a wallet? It's certainly an inconvenience. It's hardly terrible. I gained 2 pounds. Isn't that terrible? It's hardly terrible to gain 2 pounds, yet that's the way we talk about trivia in our lives, and our subconscious is registering disaster, disaster, disaster. Replace it's terrible with it's a learning experience. So maybe some of you are really fearful of making mistakes in your life, or you do tend to be very sensitive when it comes to self-judgment. You self-judge maybe a lot sometimes, and you're like, damn it, look at me, you know, look what I've done, or look what I've lost, and etc, etc. This is a learning experience, this is saying. So if you replace that with it, you're going to see how more self-confident you'll become and less judgmental when it comes to your own self. So pay attention how you speak to yourself in your own head, pile number twos, because that's something that's important here. But I feel like a lot of you have turned towards that positivity already, and you're probably laughing right now saying, yeah, I used to be like this, damn, those were the times, you know. And right now I feel like some of you might be teaching that other people. So if you do tend to teach people or advise them somehow, you're doing a great job here, because it seems like you are reloading that burden off their shoulders too, and you've done the same way for yourself in the past. So that's great. So let's take a look at what Tarot has to say. What is it that you have to concentrate on right now, please, pile number two? What is it that you should concentrate on right now? Look, we do have 9 of Swords, so some of you are still in that mind state, right? You're like, damn it, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. But this 9 of Swords is saying, don't fight it, feel through it, but register what you're feeling and what you're thinking of. Really think how important and how disastrous this really is, because it seems like some of you are making this much worse in your own head. And it's fine. If you want to do some shadow work, do so. But I feel like what you have to do firstly is really acknowledging that fact that it's not as bad as you have imagined it to be. And it definitely will not turn out to be that way. So let's take a look at what's going to happen in the future. I'm going to shift this reading a bit differently for you. We have 3 of Swords. Look, so some of you might be bringing something back even. You keep thinking about something or someone who has hurt you, and it seems like you are almost giving yourself that heartbreak. It's like you are hurting your own heart, pile number 2. So try to pay attention how you speak to yourself in your own head. Would you speak the same way with your friend? I'm sorry guys, I got cut off. Someone started calling me. So would you truly speak to your best friends or your family member the way that you speak to yourself sometimes? So really pay attention to your mental state, okay? That's something that you have to let go of, or maybe learn how to deal with that. So write things down. Why are you feeling such way? And go over it then. And really correct yourself every time. So let's say if you said something, I screwed up, basically, right? Because I've done this and that, and it turned out to be that way. Now, the next day, come back to it and see how that sounds for you. Because we change, our vibration change every minute, you know? And take a look at it. Is it really that bad? And then write down, why is it actually good below it? What I would suggest you doing is writing it down with your pencil. So once you write down why it was good and what it brought in your life, was it a lesson? Was it an understanding? And do the same thing for everything that you're worried about. And once you are done with it and you feel like you've written everything what was on your heart, erase the negative ones and leave only the good ones, what you've learned and how you've grown through those experiences. And at the very end, write down, thank you for all of this. I'm taking this on board. And leave it there. Okay? So let's continue. The future, please. And that's when we have strength. So you know that you're much stronger than you give yourself credit for, right? You will not be bothered by anything afterwards. You give yourself that understanding. You realize what it is that you've been doing wrong. And it feels like you guys would be great teachers yourself here. Because after the self-analysis, you might find yourself wanting to help, advise, or teach others in one way or another. Future, please. And you're starting something new then. Look. You're planting a seed somehow here for this new fresh beginning. And look up the meaning, the spiritual meaning of fishes. You're gonna find the message for you there. Fish, or some of you, not many though, birds. Birds, we all know that means freedom, right? And in this case, it seems like you're freeing yourself from that Three of Swords and the difficulties that are in your head. And you're starting something fresh. So let's see what that fresh beginning is about for you. Look, it seems like whatever you've been holding dearly to your heart and you didn't want people to know about, you're gonna start speaking it. So maybe you're going to become much more open, or you might share those difficulties with others, and that's how you will be stepping into your power and feeling that those troubles or those mistakes that you've made are actually your advantages now, because you can give it to someone else. A lot of air energy here. So many thoughts. So many thoughts. Give yourself a break here, guys. And now you're looking at the sky and asking what it is. I feel like you're going to be working with the universe quite strongly here. With some of you, you're working with Mother Earth, stars, or angels. You're looking for something new. You're like, okay, I'm leaving that crap behind and I'm looking towards a new direction. And you might have two possibilities or two options that you might want to take on board. It's something about the potential of two. And one is very dear to your heart and the other one you might be questioning about. And there's going to be water energy, water sign person, possibly, or personality-wise, they're very open, who's going to be stepping in your life somehow. Maybe you're going to be deciding between two people. Let's see what's that about. Yeah, you'll be deciding between two people. So one of them will be less trustworthy in your eyes, but you might have more sexual pull towards them, or they might seem a bit more fiery or a bit more risky to you. Hence, that's why you have that chemistry between you two. The other one is much more mature, much more grounded, much more emotionally stable and responsible. This is someone who's very creative too. This person might somehow help you out and be your mentor of some sorts too in this case. And it feels like you might want to at first you might want to get to know both of them before you make a decision. You're like, okay, let me see. What will this person give to you? An offer of love. And I really think you're gonna choose the King of Pentacles, the King of, maybe someone has earth energy, that's why I said it. You're gonna choose the love. You're gonna choose the emotions. You're going to choose the honest and very sincere proposal of love here. Wow, let me see what else here. Look, how beautiful. And after, look, so you'll be looking for that chemistry, right? And you might be unsure at one point, like, I need firecrackers. I'm hearing with this person. They're very stable, they're very good, but I need that spark, and I'm not sure. I feel like I'm missing it. But once you get to know this person, that's where that spark is, and it seems like sex will be great. I have to say it here, because it's not only going to be that sex appeal. You will have known this person much better, and they will become more and more attractive every day. So I hope this made sense. Thank you very much for those who are taking time to like my videos and comment down below, or those who do feel generous and donate to my channel. I sincerely, truly appreciate this help of yours, guys, and I hope everything will turn out great for you here and you'll make a right decision. Any decision is right decision, I feel like. Or would it be a lesson? Again, remember, would it be something that you could hold dear to your heart? So doesn't matter whichever scenario you choose, you're still going to get something good out of it. So I hope this reading made sense, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 3, the Texture Tarot. We're going to start with messages from the book, what it is that you need to hear. And we're going to be asking the deck which page we should be paying attention to, or title, or whatever it wants to tell us, please. Pile number 3. Table of contents, 2, 4, or 8. Let's see which one's drawing you in. Drawing me in, rather. I'm looking at number 8 though. How whole is your whole life? So let's take a look at 147, and we're going to be pulling one more card. 147, okay, and we'll see what else we need to hear from there. 147. And something is also in the introduction for you. We're gonna take a look at that. We're gonna ask Tarot now which page from 147 we should be looking at. Okay, we have 5 of Pentacles, so we're going to go for 150. I feel like it's here for you. So let me see what I'm being drawn to. I feel like I'm being drawn to these 2 paragraphs here. Let's take a look at it. We'll take a minute to read it out. It says, men, an increasing number of women who have lived their entire adult years emotionally tied to their work often fall apart when they are forced to retire. It is as though their lives are over. In fact, many die soon after their retirement begins. How sad that they cannot enjoy what is potentially the most enjoyable and creative part of their lives. Jean, A housewife made her children the totality of her life. To those who didn't understand, she looked like and believed herself to be a good mother. She was always there when children came home from school. She catered to their every need, and she prided herself to the fact that her children always came first. So now that there is a message for you all, there is one message saying, remember not to let your soul and your passion die before you retire. So live now. There is a lot of energy about living now, okay? And making sure that whenever you feel like you're working, you're not only working, but you take that moment to really say something nice or crack a joke to your colleague, or maybe text a friend or a person whom you really care about, something beautiful. So take those little moments in your everyday life to live your life to the fullest, because it's not only about working yourself to death. I'm hearing here, it's not only about work and getting to the top of it. It is for a lot of people, but we need to remember to do that while our eyes are open. Some people even forget to look up at the sky. When was the last time that you looked up at the sky and you are grateful for everything that you have here? So that gratefulness, that gratitude for you guys is going to take you a long way in life. And also, a lot of you are meant to be mothers or fathers here. And if you will decide ever to quit your job or take time off and only take care of children for a certain amount of time, even if you'll want to be a housewife or a house dad forever, it means that that's something that you came here to do. And for some of us, our mission is to be the best moms or dads we can ever be for our children, because you don't know what kind of past life that child has. And in this lifetime, they have to be born in your family in order for you to take care of them more than maybe even you yourself were taking care of. So there is a very strong family vibe here. Your family is very important, this is saying. And also remember, while you're working and while you're climbing up those ladders, remember to sit back, relax every hour, and really check on yourself. Are your shoulders tense? Is your jawline tense? Are you relaxed while you're doing this work? Are you enjoying it, or are you just rushing through and you can't really see what's happening around you? That's very important for pile number 3s here. Remember that, okay? So let's see what's here in the introduction for you. Where's the introduction, please? Introduction, it says opening the door, and it's beautiful. So you're opening the door to something new here, it seems like. Where is it? I'm just gonna read this out. Fear of public speaking, asserting yourself, making decisions, intimacy, changing jobs, being alone, aging, driving, losing a loved one, ending a relationship. Is it some of the above, all of the above? So acknowledge the fear that you have and work on it, because 5 of Pentacles is telling me that there is a lot of fear, possibly to do with your finances or work here. For some mothers, you're going to take some of those. So we're going to be tuning into this energy here, and we'll be looking at what it is that you should concentrate on right now and what it is that you should let go of. So what it is that pile number 3 should concentrate on right now? One card turned around here. Let's take it. Water your own well, water your own garden, chase your dreams, your wishes. The star is talking about a wish that maybe seems very distant for you, but really it's not that distant, because look, if that person turned around and really looked up, he could see everything that he has lost here. He thinks that he has lost all of those pentacles, but those pens are shining down on him, saying, hey, turn around, look here, you can find us here, you can collect us. So there is that energy here of thinking that something is very far away when it's actually much closer than you make it in your head. You're gonna get something sooner than you think, because you're gonna be taking action This card is telling you to take action when it comes to something. And you might be drawn to turning your back to something that you maybe thought of to be a main thing for you in your life. What it is that you should concentrate on. Look, mindfuck. This is literally this Two of Cups in my deck. Texture Tarot is all about mindfuck and migraines. I mean, unless other cards are talking about love. But in this case, this is saying pay attention to your headspace here. Maybe you do tend to have a lot of headaches. This person is holding his head here, okay? So pay attention to what triggers the headaches. Are you pushing yourself too much? Because you need to take one day at a time for pile number 3s. What is it that you're going to be successful at, please? What is it that you'll be successful at? Ah, here we go. So, look, it seems like here, some of you are really thinking about, would it be work? Would it be communication with your future partner? Would it be your lover? Doesn't matter. But you're going to be successful in relationship in the future, and maybe right now you can't meet this person just yet because you need to put your headspace in place. If it's not your pile, choose the other pile or maybe different reading. Because if you take a look at the lovers in this deck, you can clearly see that one person is more invested in this connection than the other somehow, okay? So in order for you both to be very invested, especially for you here, it seems like you are more about money or your career rather than maybe relationship, and you're like, you know what, I'm not ready for this. And yeah, maybe you're not, because first off, you need to do something for yourself before you continue, and you actually can give that time and space for this other person who will be coming in your life. What else will you be good at? We have another card flipping. Let's see what we have here. Again, it's all about communication that's coming from the heart. It's all about relationships. It's all about sharing your love, especially with people from the past. So maybe you decided to let someone go from your past, or you did close yourself off, and now is this time when maybe you should be concentrated on people from your past. And I'm not saying those people who have hurt you. These are the people who maybe slipped and who maybe have grown so much and you haven't noticed because you didn't speak to them very often, or we were not as open to them anymore. So something from the past is coming back here. What else is it that you'll be good at, please? So you're finally stepping into that meditative state. You will be really good in spirituality if that's something that you do full time, or if you are advisor or a teacher of some sorts. That's going to be bringing you abundance, and it will be bringing you a lot of confidence and that calmness. Now, this is a very important card in this deck, because Eight of Pentacles in this deck is talking about someone who's super abundant financially, but that's not something that this lady is paying attention to. She's like, spirituality is the first place, my soul, happiness is the first place, and the second place is all the abundance that I've gathered while doing so. So through meditation, through spirituality, you somehow building your future here. You somehow building that stability when it comes to your emotional space. And it seems like you guys need both here. You need your finances to be in place and your relationship to be in place. But you're probably thinking about, I don't want to be that person who will have less than the other, or will be maybe less acknowledged in workplace, or have less. It seems like you really want to step in this boss energy of yours, and once you do, everything will start flowing naturally. But I wouldn't push you to get to that place before you meet that person, or before you turn around and look at the past, how your past relationships were and where you're headed next, because you need to take this learning experience one day at a time, and it's gonna happen naturally. Don't push yourself to over meditate and over analyze everything here, okay? Let me see what you should let go of. The Tower, let go of fears. Again, fears are coming through so strongly here. This Tower is a bit different if you can see. This Tower is kind of fun, kind of ironic, sarcastic, right? Because I don't really see the whole building crumbling down. What I see here, that lightning has caused kind of fireworks to be popping all over the place, and it's fun and games here. We have flowers, we have toys around here, we have a bird even. So don't be fearful to start something fresh even here, because it seems like it wouldn't be as bad as you'd think it would be. Or don't be fearful to share your feelings or being more open to people, because it's not going to be as terrifying as you think. What it is that you should let go of, please. Let go of being strong. You have this facade, guys, here. So for some of you, you have this facade that I'm fine and everything else is fine. I don't need anyone's help. I'm good, you know? And whenever you need that help, it's okay to get that help. This is saying, open your heart chakra. That's something that you need to pay attention to. Okay, and I really want to draw one card from the Animal Tarot deck for you guys, pile number 3. And let's see what we have here. What is your higher self telling you? Queen of Winter, that's Queen of Swords. Again, you know, heart chakra has to be paid attention to. And again, self-sufficient. You're like, I don't need anyone. I'm going to sort it out. Okay. It says, all your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. So you have to really pay attention to who is giving you that those headaches and who's giving you that really nice vibe. And maybe whenever you feel like someone is giving you that light-hearted and nice vibe, maybe you turn to switch off and you're like, I'm afraid to get in a relationship with someone like that. Maybe because of past difficulties that you had, but it seems like you're afraid to open up to partnerships here. And it's something that you should concentrate on, okay? It's okay to be weak in front of other people. It's okay to show your feminine or your masculine side to other people. Whichever needs more work on, it's okay to show your weaknesses here, because you're gonna open this heart space for someone new to come in, or for something new to come in. Okay, so I hope this made sense, and I really, really want to thank everyone who has donated to this channel and who's liking and sharing my videos, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 4 people, whoever has chosen the steampunk deck. Let's take a look at what we have from the book for you, and we're going to be using these cards to give us an indication of where should we be looking for the message. Let's see. Last song you've heard, second part of a song. So there's going to be a couple of messages. So play the last song that you have heard or listened to, and listen to the second part of the lyrics. It's going to be talking to you what it is that you need to hear, or what it is that you need to look forward to. So that's a very, very nice message for pile number 4s here. The second part. And we have Ask Tarot for page number. You guys are very spiritual, I feel like, or you're very different, because the rest of the cards, what I have is chapters and paragraphs here, okay? And what this is telling me is that you're a bit different, because you have completely different cards popping, and the outlook and the flow of this reading changed quite a bit because of what cards came out. So let's ask Tarot and see what page number we should find a message for you. Okay, we have 10 of Swords. Let's see, page number 10, please. I feel like I will need one more card though, but I'm just gonna go with the flow. Okay, let's see. Let's read from here. Teddy wants to get over his fear of aging. He is all of 32. Jean is a senior citizen who wants to confront her doctor. He treats her like a child and never gives her any straight answers. Patty wants to expand her business but can't make the required leap into the next step. Rebecca wants to confront her husband with things that have been bothering her. Kevin wants to get over a fear of rejection that makes it very difficult to ask a woman for a date. Lori wants to know why she is unhappy when she has everything one could possibly want in life. Richard is retired and feels useless. He fears his life is over. And so it goes until everyone's story is heard. I'm fascinated with what happens during the go-around. As each person shares from the heart, the entire atmosphere begins to change. The tension quickly fades and relief is expressed on everyone's face. So I feel like that's very needed for you guys. There is that sharing your voice and sharing your ideas and sharing your own insecurities, especially maybe somewhere on social media or with your loved ones. It's going to make you closer together, put you closer together. For you guys, that's very important. I feel like you are someone also who's sharing your life story, maybe through books, maybe through music, maybe through writing, maybe through social media. And that's something that I would pay attention to, because 10 of Swords is telling me already that you need to somehow express yourself through throat chakra, or through writing, or through singing, whatever it would be. So the idea, the thought, the story that you have, it has to come through there. Okay, so let me see, what is it that you can expect in the future, pile number 4s? How does your future look like? Success. You're very strong, pile number 4s here. You have success. A lot of people are looking up or looking down on you from the balcony. They're like, how did they make it for all of this way? Because what people might have seen you, how people might have seen you, or how you might have seen yourself in the past, someone who has gone through a lot of tragic or chaotic life experiences, and maybe you've never, or people have never imagined you to be very visible, to have such following, to have such respect from all of the others around you. So you're stepping into this winner and very successful moment of your life. Let me see a bit more into this, what that's talking about. So a lot of you will be partnering up with someone, or will find your other half if you are alone right now. If you are single, there is going to be, and I feel like you might be from 2 different cultures here, or your upbringing will be very different from whom you maybe even think you'll be with. This person will be quite different here. So keep an open mind, is popping in my head, okay? And it seems like you might be traveling to and forth one another. And look, these 2 people are on the plane here, right? So it seems like these are the same people, and they're like, let's go on adventure. So there's a lot of adventure. Maybe you will travel with work. Maybe you will create something that is going to be visible for all of the world somehow, so everyone will have access to it. But really share your voice, and it might be that this person will find you through sharing your experiences or your voice. Look, it's all about love, guys. It's all about love. It's all about loving yourself much more than before, and therefore you have this person who really appreciates who you are, because you do, and you have a very successful life here. It seems like even this person will be like, wow, I don't know if I deserve someone like that. And it's really great to see here, because even though this person knows they don't have any self issues, but this person will be really surprised of whom destiny put them with. You joking? Pile number 4. So enjoy the love that's coming your way, okay? So if you ever felt like you were unsuccessful in relationships, look out for that person. This is someone who truly, truly loves you. Someone who will be super romantic. Someone who will hold your hand through thick and thin. And what song popped in my mind? Ex-Ambassadors Hold You Down. So maybe you want to listen even to that song. Maybe there's something in that song for you. If you don't have a song on your mind, that's your song. Ex-Ambassadors Hold You Down. This is amazing. I mean, this is one of the most amazing reads I've done. And bottom of a deck, 10 of Pentacles, family vibe, Queen of Cups, love. Really, this is amazing energy. You already feel like you're being guided towards that person, but maybe you're unsure sometimes. You're like, I don't know if I'm ready, or I don't know if they're actually coming my way. You have family that you'll create, and it's going to be a very stable relationship here, not only emotionally but also financially. I feel like you'll probably both be well off. I don't think that anyone will struggle in this relationship. It's going to be, you'll be that, you know, family that everyone wants to have, basically. And you'll probably have a really nice home environment. You might have been told by a fortune teller about this already at one point, or you might want to book a reading with a fortune teller about someone or about personality of a person you'll be with. But whoever this person is, it seems like I keep hearing them saying, I found a gem, I found a gem, okay? So really enjoy those times. Listen to that song and take also messages on board from the book, okay? And apply those that relate to your storyline here. Share your voice, let other people see you, because that's how you make fortunes in your life, not only financially, but your emotional abundance will be shooting through roof. So I hope this made sense, pile number 4, and I'm gonna catch you next time. And I really want to thank everyone who has donated to this channel, who has booked private readings with me, and who still takes time to like my videos. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.